Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast in a game between ATN's Socke or ATN's Socke here on Shadow Temple versus Liquid TLO, Red versus Blue, Terran versus Protoss. I hope this is going to be an interesting game for you guys. I have a lot of games to cast and I do feel much more rested, so hopefully not as many slip-ups, and yeah, not doing any SOTUS stuff during the week right now. So all of you guys who watch for StarCraft 2 and StarCraft 2 only, well, please enjoy. We can see TLO spawning as the red Terran player at the 12 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Socke spawning as the blue Protoss here at the 3 o'clock position, close by air spawns. So we'll see what's going to go down here. Also, I'm not 100% sure what version of the map we have. Is this the BattleNet version or perhaps some tournament version where you cannot have ally spawns? As we now see both players pretty much opening with very, very standard builds. Supply Depot, Supply Depot taking 30 seconds of time to build. That was, that came as a bit of a, I'm not quite sure what to say about that right there. Maybe pylons take 25. I'm confused. Anyways, I'll tell you my confusion a little bit later. As the probe now makes its way around the map, it looks like it will be trying to do a little bit of a close scout first. We should be getting in a refinery and assimilator from both of these players. There you go. Socke getting that assimilator and also TLO getting that refinery. And we'll see what these players try to go for. What these players try to go for here on Shadow Temple. The closer air spawns should have a number of different options, and no, my confusion was unwarranted. Pylons take 25 seconds and depots take 30, so a little bit of a confusion there, not 30 versus 35 like I originally thought. Anyways, SCV now trying to chase after the probe, and oh, almost got a little bit of a pincer attack there. Socke's probe getting stuck. We are going to have that cybernetics core now come in. There is another gateway being built rather far away, so it's going to force TLO to perhaps try to scan or scout two separate locations for any tech buildings as well. We are going to have a Marine now make its way off to the front door, and it looks like that probe will be able to back off in just a moment. It is going to be doing a bit of patrolling. The Marine going to try to catch up, get some more damage onto the probe. The probe will be able to back off, though, as there is just currently one Zealot holding in, or sorry, one Marine holding that position as a Zealot now going to be trained. And Socke, with this one early Zealot, may be able to focus down and possibly, okay, a media player crashed. And anyways, so we are gonna have a Zealot makes its way off over here. There are two Marines, as third Marine will be able to join in this group in just a moment. Factory now being built as well. I believe that Stalker will not be able to join in early enough, as the Zealot gonna perhaps get in position down over here. Three Marines should be able to easily take down that one early Zealot, as that Zealot now trying to back off, getting some damage onto the probe, and now trying to back off there. The Zealot now splitting and now chasing after multiple units. So TLO going for some crazy micro here, and Socke down to 22 hit points. So very nice micro split off of those three Marines in order to get a lot of early damage onto that Zealot. The Zealot down to 17 hit points. And that is not going to be that much of a threat any longer. We do see a Stargate being built back over here. The probe now making sure that there is no factory trying to do any scouting of the sort. We are going to be getting into a starport. Hellion now being added on, or being trained up as well. One Hellion already out. Going to perhaps finish off this one Zealot there. The Zealot dangerously low on hit points. And now going to perhaps finish off the Zealot. No, the Zealot may be able to get taken down to 1 hit point there. And yes, it does get destroyed. The early Stalker by Socke now in desperate retreat, as this Stalker tries to return home. It will be able to, but we should be getting perhaps a Void Ray now in just a moment. We are going to be going into a medevac. We are training up more and more Hellions, and this is all off of one gas so far. No one doing any sort of early expanding here on Shattered Temple at all. We are going to have that medevac. As I mentioned, SCV is now currently repairing this Hellion already. We can see a couple Marines being added as well. More and more Marines still being trained. There is going to be a Sentry and a Stalker over here. A Phoenix now being added. So a Phoenix getting added to this group, and now a second Phoenix being added. So perhaps we will see a little bit of perhaps some harassment with those Phoenixes, but it looks like a drop now going to be coming into play instead. The SCV also joining in, and a bunker being added. So this is a bunker positioning over here. The medevac Zealot getting destroyed over here. Sentries and Stalkers. It looks like the Phoenix is going to be backing off. Stalker taking a lot of damage so far, as the Phoenix now going after that medevac. Hellions maybe coming along the backside. No, the Hellions are now going to be pushing through that front door as well, finishing off the sentry, and I believe this is going to be a lot of damage to be had. You can see all these Hellions just running in, even without the blue flame, the bunker being built, and there's the GG. So a very fast game here on Shattered Temple. An amazing play, I must say. No tech lab down at all. So using only Marines, Hellions, and a Medevac and Viking, able to push and deal a lot of damage here. You can see that the Stargate was training up those Phoenixes, but those Phoenixes really couldn't do anything at all. The Viking finishing off this one Phoenix right as the game paused. That's a cool animation for a destroyed Phoenix. As you can see, Stalkers over here, so really well played by TLO. 7 Marines, 4 Hellions. Those Hellions were blocked at the ramp by a force field, but still not enough energy on the sentry. And as soon as 20 seconds passed, the Hellions were able to come in, would have been able to wreck through all of these probes, even without the Blue Flame Hellion research. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.